Rainy weather can turn a routine ride into a life-or-death gamble if you're not prepared. Why do so many riders crash in the rain? Today, we're uncovering the real reasons. And no, it's not just water is slippery. Understanding these factors could save your life. Stay with us as we break down the critical mistakes riders make in wet conditions and how you can avoid becoming a statistic. Number 1. Slippery roads and reduced traction. The moment rain hits the pavement, the road surface changes drastically. Water lifts oils, dirt, and debris to the top, creating a slick film that can rob your tires of grip. This effect is especially dangerous during the first minutes of a rain shower when built-up oil and grime haven't yet washed away. Even a light drizzle after a long dry spell can make the road as slippery as ice. With traction dramatically reduced, simply riding as if it's dry is a recipe for disaster. Many riders don't adjust and end up losing control on corners or when braking. To stay safe, recognize that your tires have far less friction to work with. Smoothness is key. Slow down, accelerate gently, and brake earlier than you normally would. Also remember that certain spots like painted lane markings, manhole covers, and railroad tracks become extremely slick in the wet. Steer clear of those if you can, or cross them upright and with minimal lean. The road can betray you in the rain, so treat every input with caution. Number 2. Panic braking and sudden moves. A big reason riders crash in the rain isn't just the slick road, it's how the rider reacts to it. When traction is limited, any abrupt or jerky action can break the tires loose in an instant. Unfortunately, a common scenario is a rider panicking and slamming on the brakes when they feel a wheel slip, or when a car cuts them off in the wet. Grabbing a handful of front brake or stomping the rear can cause an immediate skid, and on rain-slick asphalt, that skid often leads to a wipeout. The same goes for chopping the throttle or making a sharp swerve. Overreaction will put you on the ground. The remedy is to dial everything back in the rain. If something goes wrong, fight the instinct to grab brakes or jerk the bars. As experts advise, do everything more slowly and gently when it's wet, smooth braking, gradual acceleration, and careful steering. Modern bikes with ABS and traction control can forgive some mistakes, but they're not foolproof. Don't rely on technology alone. Give yourself extra following distance so you're not caught off guard, and roll on and off the controls with finesse. Remember, in rain, smooth safety. Number 3. Cornering too hard. Taking curves in the rain separates the savvy from the unwary. Many crashes happen because a rider approaches a turn as if the road were dry, or conversely, they panic mid-corner and do something that unsettles the bike. Wet roads reduce the maximum grip available, so you can't lean as aggressively or carry as much speed through turns. If you try to corner at dry road speeds or lean at your usual angle, you may surpass traction and slide out. On the other hand, some riders under-corner by stiffening up and not leaning enough, then run wide off the road. The key is to enter turns slower and smoother than you would on a clear day. Brake earlier and ease off the brakes before leaning. Use a gentle, steady throttle through the turn. No sudden moves. If you feel unsure of your traction, keep the bike more upright and maybe shift your body a bit to the inside. This lets you turn with less lean angle on the tires. And never grab the brake or chop the throttle in the middle of a wet turn. Doing so can upset the balance and initiate a slide. If you do everything smoothly, modern tires can still grip remarkably well in the rain, just not as well as on dry pavement. Also, be extra mindful of road surface changes. An unseen patch of oil sheen or wet leaves can be as slick as ice. In rain, ride with a margin for the unexpected. Slow in, smooth out, that's the mantra for wet cornering. Number 4. Bad tires and hydroplaning. Sometimes the culprit isn't just the rain, it's your equipment. Worn out or unsuitable tires can drastically increase the risk of crashing in wet weather. Tires are designed with tread grooves to channel water away. If your tires are bald or overly worn, they can't do this effectively. The result is a much higher chance of losing traction. In heavy rain, there's also the danger of hydroplaning, when a layer of water builds up under the tires, causing you to literally float with no contact on the road. Even with good tread, hydroplaning can occur at highway speeds in standing water, but with bald tires, it can happen at much lower speeds and without warning. Keeping your tires in good condition and at proper pressure significantly reduces these risks. If you feel the bike start to hydroplane, stay off the brakes and gently ease off the throttle to let the tires regain contact. Another factor is tire type. Some high-performance summer tires that stick like glue in dry conditions are mediocre in rain, whereas sport touring or rain-specific tires have rubber compounds and tread patterns optimized for wet grip. Make sure your tire choice suits your riding environment. Essentially, good tires won't make you invincible, but bad or worn tires will make you extremely vulnerable in rain. Don't let penny pinching on tires be the reason you crash. Number 5. Poor visibility and being invisible. Rain not only makes the roads slick, it also hampers visibility, both your ability to see and others' ability to see you. Many rain crashes happen because the rider couldn't see a hazard in time, or because another driver didn't see the motorcyclist. Rain can fog up your visor and throw water droplets in your line of sight, making it hard to spot potholes, slick spots, or brake lights ahead. Meanwhile, other vehicles are splashing water onto your visor and obscuring your vision even more. On the flip side, drivers in cars and trucks have a harder time noticing motorcycles in the rain. Their windows may be foggy or rain-streaked, and a bike's single headlight can blend into the blur of lights. To combat this, you need to maximize both your vision and your visibility. First, take care of your own vision. Use an anti-fog visor or apply an anti-fog treatment, and consider wearing a helmet with a visor that has a clear rain-shedding coating. Wipe your visor with a glove squeegee if you have one. Ride with a greater following distance so you have more time to react and less road spray hitting you. Second, make sure others see you. Wear bright or reflective rain gear that stands out against the gray backdrop. Turn on your high-beam headlight during the day to increase your conspicuity. Avoid lingering in blind spots and be extra predictable with your lane position and signals. Essentially, pretend you are invisible and actively work to be seen. By addressing the visibility problem from both ends, you remove a major factor that causes rain accidents. Number 6. Lack of rain riding experience. Even otherwise skilled riders can crash in the rain if they never learned how to handle wet conditions. If you always avoid riding in the rain, you won't develop the feel for how your bike behaves on a slick road. Then, when you eventually get caught in a storm, you're more likely to panic or make the very mistakes we've discussed: overbraking, taking corners too fast, or reacting abruptly. Rain riding is a skill that improves with practice. An empty parking lot on a drizzly day is a great classroom to gently test your braking and turning. You'll learn how much grip you really have and build confidence. The fact is, your motorcycle can handle the rain, but you must adjust your technique. Many riders crash simply because they treat a wet ride like a dry one. Don't be that rider. If you know you'll be riding in rain, remember the principles we've covered. Slow down, be smooth with every input, and stay alert. Wear proper gear so you're not distracted by being soaked or cold. The more you deliberately practice and gain experience in the rain, the better you'll be at staying upright when the weather turns ugly. Rain demands respect, but with the right skills and mindset, you can ride through it safely. Learn these critical lessons now and stay alive when the rain comes.